time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They'll throw now on the final play. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. On target to his man, Likely. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. 2nd down at 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're going for it with Dobbins. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Able to find Gray here. And they're going to get this up to midfield. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now is Jackson. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, this is going to be fielded defensively. And remember, this is a live football. And he'll finally be taken down here. So no late touchdown on the field goal miss. And this ball game is over. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.